Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we are diving into something that's trying to cut through all the noise in the wellness world. It's called the Inayat Wellness Hub. We're going to look at what it's all about and see if its approach to health is as simple and practical as it sounds. So let's get right into it.
So let's kick things off with a question that I think hits home for a lot of us. You know that feeling, wanting just a little more energy to power through the day, trying to find that off switch for stress, or just wanting to feel good. The desire is always there, right? But figuring out how to actually get there, well, that's where it all gets so complicated. And that's exactly the issue the Inayat Wellness Hub says it wants to solve.
And here it is, the core mission, straight from the source. The two words you really got to focus on are simple and practical. That right there tells you this is about moving away from those super complex, really restrictive programs. The whole idea isn't to force you into some brand new life, but to find these small, doable ways to make the life you're already living just better.
So what exactly is the Hub? Well, think of it as a channel that's focused on these 4 big areas. You've got fitness, mindfulness, mental clarity, and just general healthy living. But what's really interesting is how they're not treated like separate boxes you have to check off. Nope, they're all seen as interconnected, part of one big system. The whole philosophy seems to be that you can't really level up in one area without it affecting all the others. Okay, so a holistic approach sounds great in theory, but how do they actually pull it off? What's the game plan? Well, let's open up what they call their wellness toolkits and take a look at the actual tools they're offering up. So the very first thing you're going to find in this toolkit is a focus on stuff you can do like right now. This is not about some crazy month-long training boot camp. We're talking about a 10-minute fitness routine you can actually squeeze in on a busy morning, or a simple breathing exercise you can use right before a stressful meeting. The whole point is accessibility. These are tools designed to be used immediately, without you having to blow up your entire schedule. But listen, it's not just about quick tips. The Hub is really built on a two-sided strategy. On one hand, yeah, you've got the quick, actionable stuff for your day-to-day life, but on the other side, they offer these deeper dives, things like podcasts and interviews that really explore the why behind the what. This combination is actually really smart because it solves a common problem. It gives you things to do right now, while also building up the knowledge you need to stay motivated for the long haul. It's that perfect balance between action and understanding. All right, so we've seen the tools in the toolkit. We have the practical tips and the deeper knowledge. But where are we going with all this? What's the end goal? Let's take a look at the actual benefits, the promised destination of this whole wellness journey. You know, the way this journey is laid out as a clear progression is, I think, brilliant. It doesn't start with some vague, far-off promise of living your best life. No, it starts with a goal you can feel almost immediately. Feel better now. Use those quick tips to boost your energy, cut down on stress, and that initial win, that feeling of success, is what fuels you to take the next step, understanding your health on a deeper level. Once you get that, you're naturally going to start making better choices, and it's all those little choices added up that eventually gets you to that ultimate goal. It's just a really smart, sustainable way to think about it. So after looking at the tools and the destination, we kind of get to the heart of this whole thing. And it's not just presented as a library of information, but more like a personal, open invitation to start your own journey. And this right here, this is the guiding philosophy. It's such a simple idea, but it's so powerful because it just removes all the pressure of trying to do a massive life overhaul overnight. Instead of demanding you take this giant, scary leap, the entire focus is just on taking one small, manageable step, and then another. It's an approach that feels welcoming, and honestly, it feels achievable. And that brings our look at the Inayat Wellness Hub to a close. It leaves us with this really direct and personal call to action. It's not about some grand plan for next year, it's about the here and now. So the question I'll leave you with is the one right there on the screen. What is the one small step you can take for your wellness today? Thanks for joining me for this explainer.